In terms of what we said earlier, then, we'd say that they don't see the child.
No, they don't. They don't want to see the child. Because if they see the child, if they see what is going to happen to the child, they would be horrified. So they cover it up and send him off to school, or get rid of him. And the home is no longer real home. And therefore they become delinquents, naughty, and all the rest of it. But if the teacher says, I'm going to give you home, you are my children, you follow, sir?
Yes.
Then you create something new. Not all this tremendous technological information which is necessary, but this importance of it. And therefore you turn out people who don't care for anybody. And you have this perpetual wars. If the mothers in America really said, look, we love our children, I'm not going to allow my child to be killed anymore. Doesn't matter what happens to him, I'm not going to allow it. The war would end tomorrow. But they don't care. They care for their security, for their pleasure. You follow the whole
Yes, I do.
ugliness of self-concern.
For a long time, we've had the notion in education that how to teach can be taught. We speak about professional education.
I know.
And sometimes the disagreements between the academician solely on the one hand and the man of the classroom on the other become rather severe. But in your view of education, would it be the case that you could really teach someone how to teach?
I think so. So what is the point of education? Why do I want to be educated? Why should I be educated? To fit into this thing? To be killed? To fight for the rest of my life? Die fighting and die with endless problems in myself? What's the point of education? I know several people who are top mathematically, philosophically, taking work, and their life is so shoddy, meaningless. They know it. And they say, my God, why did I ever even go to a college to end up like this? Unless, one understands the total meaning of living, merely to be educated, to be a first-class engineer, what the heck could it all mean?
So some people have written rather cogently and persuasively that Plato's Republic is really not a political treatise, but after all, really a philosophy of education. And in terms of what you've said, some of what Socrates has remarked in that dialogue would seem to relate. For instance, Socrates' idea that justice is the internal order of the soul, and all the weight is brought to bear upon ordering oneself interiorly so that the work of justice, which is ordered to external things, is done well. This must have something to do, if I have understood you correctly, with your requiring that the teacher first of all be able himself to see.
Obviously,
Right. I see.
And if the student is like those people who say, don't smoke and smoke, you follow? It has no meaning. So, and also, sir, in this question of educating, comparison is destructive, obviously, between two students. And also this whole idea of concentration. They must learn to concentrate, to study. You know, and therefore there's this tremendous effort made to concentrate. Isn't there a different way of doing this? Instead of forcing a child or a student to learn concentration. You understand what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Is there not a different approach to this problem altogether? I think there is, because I've talked a little bit about it in schools, various schools I go to.
I think there is too. But perhaps if we look at it in the round, what is very difficult is to bring together integrally, on the one hand, the activity of education, which has its end in itself, not outside itself.
Quite.
But training always has its end outside itself. So, for instance, the athlete, he practices to run, not simply to be running, but to improve his running. Now, he tries...
And the improvement in comparison with somebody who has run faster.
No, just the record.
That's a record.
Yeah, with the
the
record.
Same thing.
Yes. But not in comparison with that person.
No,
but
with the record.
With the record, yes.
You know, the person is forgotten.
Right. It has to do with the idea that I must take pains to do better than I'm doing now.
So,
no, please go ahead.
I mean, I love what I'm doing. All my life, I really love what I'm doing.
Oh, I believe that.
I wouldn't do anything else. I couldn't for money, for nothing. I really, this is for me breath. I don't want to excel in it. I don't want to beat the record established by Buddha, Jesus, or X, Y, Z. I don't want to become somebody, popular, unpopular, or this. That doesn't really interest me, because I really love what I'm doing. The love of what I'm doing excludes everything else. And that very love is the most highest form of excellence.
Yes.